statement, a line, a bar that uses comparative literary devices such as hyperbole, similes, metaphors. Those are the most common ones you're gonna see.
Whoa, cocaine crazy like it's 1980. Only served the raw, so never could you play. Whoa, shit's cocaine crazy. And yo, shit so raw, what they tell.
All punchlines also got what we call a setup. Now, the setup a lot of times could be certain key points to drive that last bar home, that last punchline, that last one-liner to make it all come together. A lot of times, the first 2 or 3 bars is just to set up that punch. So, in the setup, it could be key points, or it could just be some dope wordplay. It could just be all momentum building, where it's like, it's not even too much you need to get caught up. Just take that as face value. The last bar where you're going to, that build up, you know, that momentum. Somebody say, I wait the bag, greet the bag, greet that, some, that last line is what makes that the punch. You know what I'm saying? You land on it, it brings everything together. A good punch is going to bring everything you said before together. You feel me? It all got to add up like a fucking storyline, like a math problem, like the answer at the end. You understand what I'm saying? So that's very important when we talking coming up with a punchline. So let's do a quick recap while we still here. You got your point of emphasis and comparison. A hyperbole does that beautifully because it's going to compare something and also exaggerate at the same time. An analogy, a simile, a metaphor, these are things that you show me a punchline where that don't exist, I got $100 for you. You understand? Because you're gonna have one of those types of statements, one of those types of tools being used in the punchline. You feel what I'm saying? Back to the examples in battle rap. When you talk about punchlines, man, it's a few people off rip come to mind. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I know what you're thinking right now. Depending on when you came into the game, you got certain people running through your head. So I'm gonna answer it for you. When you think of punchlines, coming first, you automatically think of conceited. Now, I'm talking about current common era battle rap. You know what I mean? 40 Cal is one of the most probably premier names back then doing it. A lot of different names from the Fight Club era. Cardi, Sam Scarfo, Big Ace. A lot of these people been on that punchline wave even before that. You know what I mean? Like I said, correct me if y'all know something I don't know. Definitely drop a comment. Put it in the comments. I'm down to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But if we're talking common era, one of the first besides a QP, SONS, you feel what I'm saying? Or the Suns period, Heartless, people like that, conceited, man. And he SONS too, if I'm not mistaken. So that whole era of insane punchlines where it's like they were force feeding you punches, whether you liked it or not, you had to fuck with it because it's like, damn, that shit was fire. Like, you can't deny. That's why the punchline is used how it is, because it's easily, it's like, it's easy to appeal to somebody with a punchline. It's easy to get your point across with a punchline. You get a comparative statement, that's all day. I could always tell you what you like. I could always tell you what this is kind of like, or tell you how this, that, and the third, and tell you that to that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, it's endless. You can always have those. We're going to get right into it. You feel me? Okay, right off the bat. So salute the conceited to Zoe, you know what I mean? Big Zoe shit. Shout out to Z, conceited. But right there, that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, you can hear him say, you trying to convince these people you let the llama squirt and you body third? Nigga, I'ma show y'all I don't need a boogie board to body surf. Now, realistically speaking, he didn't have to say the first 2 lines for that one line to stand on its own. But he said it not only, one, to kind of show where he's going, and 2, to give you that wordplay, that setup, that momentum, that build up to the heavy punchline. That's what makes it crazy, that cadence, that flow. Don't forget, we battle rapping, this is rapping. You need that rhyme pattern and flow, that cadence, that little bit of a bounce. Yeah, we going acapella, but there's a little bit of a bounce, some sort of a pattern, some sort of a heartbeat. You gotta hear it. If you don't hear it, it's not gonna hit the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's the body surf. You know what I mean? He's comparing. That's a name flip, and also that short little tiny scheme, which is so basically a punch. I don't need a boogie board. The body surf. It don't get no more textbook than that. You know what I'm saying?
If I said, you know what time it is, you will get clocked in a second by our hands, then a minute. Nigga, we can get it popping.
See, now that's another example of what I'm talking about. You see how it's a very thin line between scheme and punch. And I've just told you before, I classify that mostly in the setup. Now, that one line didn't show the setup too much, but he's telling you if we got hour, hands, and then a minute, he's telling you hours, seconds, hands, minutes, all that got to do with a clock. And I'm sure the bar before that had something to do with a clock or reference of a clock. I'm hoping y'all see the pattern. Once again, like I said, these innovators of the style continue to grow, continue to go on. Another name you can't smooth over when you talk about punchlines in the common era. B motherfucking Magic. I feel like B Magic almost cultivated that back-to-back punchline style where he kind of broke all the rules, where ain't too much setup. The setup is built into the bar. Like, he's giving you 4 lines, all of them are punchlines. And not a lot of people was doing that effectively. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like he was doing that on the main stage. He was doing that in front of big crowds, small crowds. It was easy to catch. It was nothing like you've seen before as far as punchlines go. You feel me? Which speaks to the greatness of B Magic. Let's get into it.
Jumping Kappa nigga, step show. Get blunt objects across your mouth. Let's smoke. I got something in store for you, dog. Petco, a liter of blood to run out him like death row. I said,
nah. Alright, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. He said, stepping Kappa nigga, step show. Get something blunt. That's a bar. Stepping Kappa nigga, that step show. Your blunt object, the word plays in a blunt. But see how we 2 bars in and we 2 punchlines in. That warranted reaction. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we 2 punches in, 2 heavy metaphors, heavy wordplay, 2 of them in, and he got 2 already. 2 bars, 2 punches, the punch ratio, you know what I mean? Compared to a name like Charlie Clips, who's also very effective with the punchlines, Charlie Clips is going to give you a little bit more of a setup that you can see even in this battle. Let's listen to this one more time, because the nigga wowed out.
Jumping Kappa nigga, step show. Get blunt objects across your mouth. Let's smoke.
Jumping Kappa nigga, step show, get blunt objects across your mouth. Let's smoke.
Got something in store for you, dog. Petco,
got something in store for you, dog. Petco. Oh my God. This nigga, who's doing this? Who's doing this before B Magic? Please help me. What? This is 3 bars in. He got 3 very effective punchlines. From the a step show, let's smoke, right into got something in store for you, dog. Petco. Into the final 4-bar setup.
Blood to run out him like death row. I said,
come on. A liter of blood to run out him like death row. A liter of blood? He's like leader, like the person who leads the crowd, and leader, like, I mean, the unit measurement of liquid. Like a liter of blood, the liter of blood to run out you like death row. Suge Knight, come. Be motherfucking Magic, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Of course. World, hey, short shot top, dollar, semi,